friends, and welcome to another Get to Know Your ZeVa Clan Members episode, brought to you by yours truly, Seraphim. Today, we salute our Brazilian brother. Now, down to the facts. His name? Mauricio. His favorite faction? RDI. What country is he from? Brazil. His age? 23. His favorite play style? Pike boxing, of course, because always works. Nah, mostly kiting and rushing. His favorite specific unit and why? Brazilian war dogs because of who's the cute puppy, who's the good boy that just killed 8 men, that boy. Favorite historical general and why? Paul van Letwouw Voorbeck, honorable in victory and in recognition of his own limits, never giving up and mostly telling Hitler to go f*** himself and for continuing to live on. Who is the best ZeVa member? In rank he says Swordsmith first, LordMaur is second, and Bobi is last. ZeVa member you fear the most, or who you like playing with the most. He says, I like to fight them all. Training against all playstyles and learning from each one is a cool thing. Of all the YouTubers, who do you watch for skill, for enjoyment, for brevity? He says, Heir of Carthage for Warhammer, Maximus for in-game mechanics, Seraphim for tournaments, and Splattercat Gaming for fun. How can YouTubers provide better content? He says, by interacting with the viewers, asking for tips and hints, actively answering comments. Does he have any suggestions for ZeVa leadership? He asks, hold elections on a timely basis and do not take salt personally. We asked, which players in ZeVa would you like to watch play best out of X out of Y? He said, Grounders matches tend to be really cool. Wally and Last Legion have improved a lot and might surprise most of the players. How can tournaments be improved? He recommends creating tournaments on different settings, such as low funds. Perhaps choosing opponent factions and banning units might make things more interesting. Who hosts the best tournaments and why? What can we all learn? He says, the best tournaments are not only based on the hosts, but also on the players. The lack of activity breaks most tournaments. We asked, how do you feel about friendly gambling in Total War? He said, I'm not really against gambling, but I don't like it, as it could lead to rage and discord, and not in a good discord. Are there players who rarely play or have stopped that you would like to contact? He says, Seraphim, you were missing for like 2 months. If you could talk directly to Creative Assembly, what would you ask them to change about their franchise? He says, I know they need the money, but seriously, DLC for factions already in the game or that should already be in the game is just nonsense. Just sell DLCs for unique units, campaigns, reskins, or smaller details such as blood and gore, or unique generals, better traits and stuff like that. Don't sell something that should be part of the base game. We asked, do you have a favorite historical person, period, empire, book, or movie? He recommends Catastrophe 1914, Europe Goes to War, which covers World War I, and also In the Name of Rome for the Roman Empire. These are the books I'm currently reading. I like them both so far, but I don't have a specific timeline that I like most, he says. Is there any bad blood amongst clanmates that you'd like to clear up? He says, nah, everyone loves me. All right, let's take a look at this game. I'm bringing you a really, really fun game today. We've got Bobi playing as Galatia, and we have LordMaur coming as the Iceni. This game was submitted to me a little bit ago, but I thought I would finally get into it and take a look, and I was quite pleasantly surprised. So let's jump into it, huh? All right, guys. So here we are. I got to apologize. It's been a little bit since I've been able to bring you a game, but this one is definitely worth the wait, I assure you. So let's take a look at LordMaur's army here. Out here in the front, we've got a spear band, a levy free, another spear band. On the left flank here, we have a chosen spear, a heroic noble, a chosen sword, another chosen, and the last chosen, along with the heroic noble making up the right flank, and a chosen spear band. For his skirmishing contingent, he has opted for 4 Briton slingers. He also has a sword band, 2 sword bands back here in the flank, and 3 veteran riders. So let's take a look at Bobi's army. Up front, we can see his 3 levy free, 2 Celtic slingers, 2 Galatian swords, 2 Galatian legionaries, as well as 2 more Galatian legionaries behind them, a Galatian nobleman, and a Galatian nobleman general. These are both very, very strong armies, in my opinion. And Bobi also has brought these Galatian raiders out here on the right and left flank, as well as these mercenary Cappadocians. And both these armies are just meant for just brute impact. And you can see LordMaur already moving his army up. And I really, really appreciate watching LordMaur play. I've seen a few of his game. I've watched a few of his replays, and I've had the pleasure of playing against him more than a few times. And I have to say, he is one heck of a player. And he brings these very strong, powerful builds. What I find interesting is I think he only has 2 heroic nobles in this army, and I figure that he thinks that against Galatia, he's better off with these chosen spear bands. You see here 1, 2, 3, 4 up front. I think against the Levy Free, they'll do quite well. And if he positions them up front here too, he also stops the YOLO charge coming from Galatia, in that they can pop counter cavalry tactics and really do a lot of damage if someone tries to come down the middle. So LordMaur is content to close the distance. Bobi is kind of playing a little bit coy here. I think he likes his deep formation, and I don't blame him. I often do the same with Galatia. He's starting to move his Galatian raiders out here, and in last game we saw Panda Warrior take Galatia against Bobi's Boei, and I really find it interesting, and as I'll repeat as I did in that game. But they like to pull these Galatian raiders out here to the flank and save them for late game if they can. They can be exceptionally dangerous when they do that. So LordMaur is going to start the skirmishing contingent already, and he's getting some very, very good throws in here against the Levy Free, who are, yes, already dropping men quite rapidly to the Britain Slingers, who are, in my opinion, extraordinarily dangerous. They are a very fun unit and kind of give Britain that versatility, the Iceni. Looks like Bobi's going to opt to charge his Levy Freeman in here, but I'm not sure he had a particular target. The sword band looks like it goes to counter, but at the last moment, Bobi is going to retreat and bring in his Galatian swords against these sword band, and we'll see how that goes there. The other sword band is going to be brought in here against the Galatian swords. Well, here on the right flank, the chosen swords have gotten into it with the Levy Free, and they should make pretty quick work of him, while LordMaur is content to hang his heroic nobles back here, as well as his chosen spears and his spear band. Bobi now has to press his second wave in here as he picks targets. The Galatian legionaries are going to get a nice toss in here against the chosen sword band, and should do quite well with the backup of the Galatian swords to help them. It looks like LordMaur is losing this fight here at the chosen swords, but he is quite ready as he brings in this chosen sword to take on the Galatian legionaries. He has charged his veteran riders into this Galatian legionary, and it looks like he's going to bring his heroic noble general right into the fray. And I noticed that he turned fire at will off as he charged into the back, and then he's going to take these veteran riders and smash into the back of this nice juicy target as he already gets the Galatian swords to start questioning their worth on the battlefield. Galatian legionaries are also losing this fight to the chosen sword band, so that was an excellent move by LordMaur. The chosen swords here are holding their own, but if you can see already, it looks like LordMaur has taken the left side as the strong side, and he is wrapping it up as quickly as he can. He's rolling up the line here, but Bobi is doing fairly well on this right side, hanging back a bit as these Galatian noblemen are going to take on this heroic noble. LordMaur gets a nice little smash in here against these Galatian swords. It looks like he's just trying to tie him up with the Levy Freeman and the veteran riders so that they don't get to his Britain Slingers so quickly. The chosen sword band out here has 74 men left and is holding its own quite effectively against the Galatian legionaries. While here the veteran riders have plowed into the back of this Galatian legionary and are now being peeled away to take a flank charge into this Galatian legionaries. Looks like he's going to connect pretty well with that. The general of LordMaur is now considering his options. It looks like he is chasing away the Levy Freeman, but I wouldn't be surprised if he turns and takes on these Galatian legionaries here. And as you can see again, LordMaur is wrapping up this left flank very, very effectively. while Bobi is slowly but surely wrapping up this right flank. The Galatian noblemen are aiming for this, I believe it's a spear, yeah, chosen spear, and they should do quite well. The Briton slingers are being peeled away, as well as the chosen sword band. This Levy Freeman of LordMaur's is holding down the line against these Galatian legionaries and these Galatian swords. While out here, it looks like the chosen sword band is going to rout with 43 men left. That's unfortunate, but he does have these two, the chosen swords and the heroic nobles, to come help out in this pell-mell. So LordMaur is definitely controlling this left side flank, but he's just sacrificing units just to slow Bobi down. And it looks like for every one unit that he throws in there, it looks like Bobi's got 2 units in there. So very effective at slowing him down. LordMaur is going to bring the heroic nobles into the Galatian legionaries, and that's going to get an excellent charge. The Galatian legionaries are going to start dropping here quite quickly, while the heroic nobles have 118 men left. LordMaur looks like he's going to follow up with these chosen sword bands as well, in order to come out over here and help them out. The Galatian noblemen, or excuse me, the chosen spear band are getting ganged up on by these Celtic skirmishers, slingers, who are just absolutely destroying them, just chain gun wrecking that unit. The general, the heroic noble general of LordMaur, is going to get ganged up on here by what looks to be a Levy Freeman, a Galatian legionary, another Galatian legionary, and another Levy Freeman. So while it is extraordinarily outnumbered, it is not outclassed, and that is good thinking on behalf of LordMaur in his assignment of units. Out here, we've got 2 chosen swords taking on this Galatian legionary who is losing quite badly. When it breaks, Bobi's going to have to contend with this flood of very good units. The heroic noble still has 105 men left. Jeez, God, it's almost like an Oathsworn. And it's just ripping through these units, almost completely unaided, except for this chosen spear band out here. LordMaur does take this opportunity to run out here with his veteran riders and chase down these Celtic skirmishers, which are just a large, squishy target, and had nothing to help them out with, as all the other units are kind of connected here. And again, LordMaur is going to throw these veteran riders with only 3 men into these 3 units, but is going to tie them down quite effectively, while the Cappadocians make quick work of this Briton slinger. Again, LordMaur looks to be controlling the board, in that Bobi has all his units kind of bunched up over here. But quite an exciting game. So LordMaur is now choosing to bring in his chosen spear band in an attempt to rout the Galatian legionary, who is dropped down to 59 men. The veteran riders out here are making quick work of the Celtic slingers and are almost completely done. But Bobi is going to bring in this Galatian nobleman into the backs of these units, and the chosen sword band is losing with 70 men left. And so Bobi is ferociously trying to finish this fight, as LordMaur ferociously tries to finish this fight. But Bobi is going to bring his Cappadocian cavalry and get a wonderful charge in here against the chosen spears, which go into cavalry counter tactics, and they are going to absolutely drop these mercenary Cappadocians quite quickly. But Bobi's going to bring another rear charge with 24 men into the back of the heroic noble, who, if it drops, game over. Out here, we have the Galatian noblemen taking on the veteran riders, and we'll see how that goes. But all of a sudden, we have the mercenary Cappadocian dropping down to 11 men, while these Galatian legionaries start to rout this Cappadocian all by its lonesome with 16 men up against a chosen spear band, which must be tired by this point. The veteran riders are being brought back around here. It looks like Bobi is on the ropes here, and LordMaur is making decidedly short work of him, and that is going to be the game. Let's take a look at how each player did. All right, LordMaur, 341 kills for the heroic general, 18 for this veteran rider, 155, 141. He's got 42 kills for this Briton slinger, 42, 11 kills for this Briton slinger, 54 for this one. 9 kills for the chosen spear, 118, 151 for the chosen swords, 123, 67, 95, 75, so 123 and 151 with 1 chevron. That's quite impressive. 30 F5 for this Levy Freeman, only 4 for this spear band, only 12 for this spear, 41 for this sword band, and 54 for this other. Not too shabby. For Bobi, the Galatian nobleman has 68 kills. The Galatian nobleman, the other one, has 121 kills. Very impressive. 68, 158 kills for this Galatian legionary with the chevron, 86, 78, 117 kills for the Galatian Swords, 68, 89, 17 for the Live Free, 7, 17, 301 kills for this Mercenary Cappadocian, and 2 chevrons. Wow. 31 kills, 24, 48, 49 kills for the Celtic, 27, 20, not bad for Celtic Slingers at all. I want to thank both players, both Bobi and LordMaur. I don't often get to talk about a battle between two ZeVa members in a Get to Know Your ZeVa Clan episode. So I just wanted to thank you both very much, and I especially wanted to thank LordMaur very much for sending in this replay, and also for encouraging me to get back on the horse and to start producing these videos again. So anyways, I hope it was worth the wait. I hope you guys are doing well. I think that's it. This is Total War Seraphim, signing off.